Hello everyone, I'm Slaten Swords. I'd like to thank you for clicking on this video. This is my reel for basketball for our local high school area teams. I'm the sports director at KILJ. I hope you enjoy.
Takes a screen, a runner off the back iron, no good. Ganking your offensive rebound, kick back out, Sparrow! Tickles the twine on the way down, his second chance is golden, and it's 6-2 Wolves. Backdoor cut by Stacy hanging in the air, the suspended action, and Stacy with 7. Game tied at 12 in the first quarter. Up top with the basketball, takes a screen from Harris. No, he rejects it, goes left instead, cuts it back right. 4 seconds on the shot clock, ducked under the hands and rolls it in. Unbelievable. Shea Stevens, ice cold blood runs through your veins. 13 points on the night, the lead's extended to 5. 41-36. Talking about free throws, and I think that's where Oskaloosa would like to make their money in the second half. They're just 1 of 6 through the 2 opening frames. Mount Pleasant not a whole lot better, just staying at 3 of 8, and they have struggled ever since coming back from winter break from the charity stripe. It has been anything but. 32 of 76 coming in tonight from the free throw line, or 42% since winter break. You want to know how bad that is? That would rank 346 out of 350 teams in the state of Iowa if you're just to go off the winter break numbers. 32 of 76 coming into tonight. They're now 35 of 84. Not exactly helping out that 42%. It will improve it, believe it or not, if you're quick on the math game, for all my math friends out there. But if you're looking for keys to the second half for the Panthers, it's got to be keep up that physical defense. Oskaloosa's been uncomfortable on the drive. They haven't been able to get anything open. And offensively, feed the post with the Langs as they'll go down low to Isaiah Lang, and he'll kiss it off the glass. He's in double figures tonight. 27-19, Panthers in the lead. They're moving left to right in the court, Oskaloosa right to left, and that's how we'll start the second half. This has been the Hy-Vee halftime show. Panthers trying to come out with a big upset win against the number 10 team in Class 3A. Edgar for 3. That one's no good. He hasn't scored since the first quarter. And it's Lowry weaving around in the backcourt. Hurls it in front to Humble on the right wing. Back in the corner to Lowry. Lowry will dribble out of the corner, trying to feed it down low. Noah Lang, he does. He'll kick it all the way to the opposite wing. Helling for 3, and that one bounces out no good. He's had some excellent looks. Was able to make one back in the first half. Knox on the short corner to Romas. Romas wanted to look in the lane, was quickly turned away. Instead goes up top to North, and North can't get the 3 to go. It was a quick start from 3 as Oskaloosa made 2 in the first quarter. They've gone quiet since then. 27-19 lead for Mount Pleasant. Humble drifts to the left wing. Up top, Noah Lang will feed Isaiah Lang on the low block, and Isaiah Lang has put on the cape for 13 points in this game against number 10 Oskaloosa. A 10-point lead for the Panthers. Havon Knox up top to Stack. Stack hands it off. Trying to turn the corner was Romas. Instead gives it up to Edgar, and Edgar can't get the 3 to go. Offensive rebound, Knox, and Havon Knox will finish the job. That's his second offensive rebound. And it's really back-to-back games for Mount Pleasant defensively. They've allowed offensive rebounds to a team that pales in comparison to the height. And of course, Oskaloosa had to deal with the height against Jackson Clark last night, and they were able to keep him off from scoring in the final seconds. Lowry tried to muscle his way through, knocked out of his possession. A steal for Oskaloosa the other way, a 3-pointer for North, and North has been extremely quiet tonight. Just 2 points. And North, second team all conference last year, averaging 16 points per game. As it's Lang on the left low block, kicks it out. Humble open for 3, and that one off the mark, but the long rebound collected by Ryan Helling. A second opportunity for the Panther offense of 29-21 with 5:23 in counting. Lang takes it to the lane, and he'll go to Noah Lang, who was pushed off balance and took a spill, and not exactly something you want to see from a guy who's struggled in terms of injuries for his career, but he's able to get back up. That will be the 4th foul against Steck. And Hersom will come in. Steck will get the breather and most likely can't see him until the 4th quarter. And there's still 5:18 to go in the 3rd. First foul for Oskaloosa as the team. First foul of the second half. And it's Helling who gets the ball stolen away by Romas. Romas sets up shop in the left wing, finds a cutting North, and he'll be fouled as soon as he caught it. 10th turnover for Mount Pleasant. 29-21 with 5:08 to go 3rd quarter. Romas with his 3rd steal of the night. Oskaloosa with 6. This is a team that averages 10 steals per game. They're turning it over just 11 times. They currently sit at 5. In the corner, it's North. North will spin out of the corner as he was double-teamed, hands it off to Knox on the left wing. Picked up by Helling as they've gone man-to-man defense. Knox on the drive, and Knox has it slip out of his hand and out of bounds. 6th turnover. Eric McGee, 2nd year at the helm for Oskaloosa. He is an Oskaloosa lifer. Went to this school, played basketball, football, and baseball, was 2nd team all-conference in basketball, then stayed in town to continue his athletic career at William Penn University. It's Noah Lang on the low block. Able to slip past the defensive anchor and cuts it off the glass for 2. Mount Pleasant offensively has been unstoppable so far, putting up 31 points to Oskaloosa's 21, 4:23 and counting in the 3rd quarter. Knox goes to North, and North trying to get anything going. He works it into the far corner against Helling. Up top to Egger. Egger able to split through the defense, off the glass, can't get it to go. Knox offensive rebound and a foul against Mount Pleasant. This will be their 2nd of the quarter as Humble picks up his 1st. Yvonne Knox, 3 offensive rebounds. Yvonne Knox, as a junior, didn't even average 1 per game. So far this year for the senior now, he's been again held under 1, so this has been a bit of an outlier for him. He had just 1 against Keokuk last night as they had 9 as a team. Hersom up top as Humble picks up another one real quick. That's his now 2nd and the team's 3rd. North trying to wiggle past the defense, finds a cutting Hersom, kicks it to the corner. Havon Knox 3, and Havon Knox drills it. He's been the only source of offense, 17 of the team's 24 points. Oskaloosa just wants to keep it close. They're 3-1 in 1-possession games this year, including 2 overtime victories. They trailed late against both. Clark at the volleyball line. Drifting to the right wing. He's got both Langs posting up. Isaiah Lang kick out. Noah Lang. He looked like he wanted the 3. Instead, tosses it back over to Clark. Clark takes a ball screen from Noah Lang. Lost his balance. Just threw it out there. And we'll have a turnover against Mount Pleasant. Either way, either hit the baseline or a call on the shot clock violation. Noah Lang will get the breather as Heaton checks into the game. 31-24, 3:05 to go. Coach Rawson was hoping for a foul on the Oskaloosa defense. Didn't get one as Egger bumped, able to work his way past it. He'll roll it in for 2. Egger had 3 points in the first half. He's now at 5, and it's 31-26. And it's one of the only other players to score for Oskaloosa since the first quarter. They've had just 3, and the players not named Knox has put up just 4, and now Oskaloosa's defense is heating up. That pass deflected, and they say Mount Pleasant stepped out of bounds beforehand. The 12th turnover for the Panthers, and Coach Rawson will take the timeout with 2:37 to go. A full timeout. Panthers still lead at 31-26, but Oskaloosa trying to claw their way back in. You're listening to Panther Basketball.
The heart's still feeling all right after a win like tonight, but man, they come away with a win here. We talked about how tough Fort Madison is despite the record, but they come away with this win. How you guys feeling?
Yeah, it was what a great group effort. And yeah, my blood pressure's a little high right now. So It was, yeah, what a great victory. Everybody's in on it. Didn't matter how many minutes that you played. You know, you're out there, you're in it. You stayed in the moment. In practice, we got guys going after it. So it was a great week for us. You know, 2 road wins going into next week when we got 3 home games. So we got a lot of momentum going into next week. We'll have the day off tomorrow, rest, and we'll regroup, recircle around on Sunday, and be ready for a really good Mid-Prairie team on Monday.
We talked about it a little bit, Doug and I, that fourth quarter to start off a 9-0 run against you guys. Guzman just kind of went on one of his Guzman-like runs.
Yeah.
What was the conversation that you had with your team, and was there any sort of, you know, in the past that might have spelled disaster for Mount Pleasant, but it seemed like everyone was still rather calm on the side?
Yeah, we're pretty connected right now, so it's fun to coach when you're connected like we are right now, and you can look at the guys and they look back at you and they're in it. So yeah, the Guzman kid, I mean, he had a phenomenal game. He finished with 30, and we had a hard time solving that puzzle, but the guys stayed in it, and again we focused to getting the ball on the block. And, again, that opens up the perimeter game, too, a little bit. And I thought our bigs did a nice job once again. Noah Lang finished with 20, and Isaiah, who didn't play much the first half, certainly was a force there late in the game. And he finished with 10, and I believe, and Ryan Helen had 12. And, Keegan Heaton comes off the bench for us, and his last 2 games have been phenomenal. He finished with 9 and some big rebounds and big plays around the basket, and just really happy for this group right now.
And Doug and I were also talking about this. Do you think that's going to be a 3-point shot for Helen at the end of the game, or an assist off the backboard that Isaiah Lang?
Right. Yeah. No. Talking with his dad a little bit afterwards, Jason said he was glad that Ryan missed the basket, and we were there for the rebound. But in the huddle, that was option 2, and we had Humble there for option 3. And if you had the shot, go ahead. If not, then get it to the post, because we had 2 guys down there. And if we're going to miss it, we're going to get the rebound, and we did. And they answered the call and just executed well. Even when you miss the shot, you got to go with plan B, and we got it done.
We kept calling it or at least I did. I don't think anyone's going to join me in it, but I kept calling it the boiler room brawl. It's just the kind of atmosphere that this place presents, and it's always a physical game.
Yeah, always physical, and to be honest, the boiler room was kind of cold to begin with. I'm sweating now, but it was. But what a fun game to be a part of! Great high school basketball game, and again, Fort Madison's been in a lot of games. They're a lot better than their record indicates. They've battled, and I'm just really happy with their group.
Coach, congratulations on the win here tonight. Just looking ahead, what's one thing that you're going to try and improve on?
Again, we got to focus on getting the ball to the block, and that we still have moments where we get sped up, and that's something we've got to be mindful of and change our pace. You don't need to go 100 miles an hour all the time. It could be, 50, 75, 50, and then 100. We just got to change a little bit of that and just work on that. Some of that's youth, so it'll come around.